back room so I can tell, but I think she's back there, right? She can hear me anyway. She can hear me from here anyway. When I talk in this desk area, it broadcasts the whole world, so she obviously can hear me. Anyway, dead guy, hit the spectator camera intro. Oh, I need to increase the volume. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show. I'm your host, Sn0wBreeze. We're about to announce our guest, the one and only Sn0wBreeze. Sn0wBreeze, if you can be behind the curtains, and we're going to open them momentarily. All right, open the curtains. I think she'd be back there. Oh, she isn't. Oh, you gotta go for the other curtains. There you go. I got you baited. Yeah, there's 2 sets of curtains. I did specify that. I said there was 2. Anyway, come on down, Sn0wBreeze. Sit next to me. Woo! Oh yeah, there's also a setting. So if you actually want to sit, where I'm pointing my finger, there's a thing you can click on the wall that says settings, and then you can click chairs. Like, this world isn't finished yet, by the way. It's getting close there, though. So I'm thinking of adjusting certain things, like probably adding a laptop. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a call. It's the police. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's fucking whatever. Sorry about that. You know how it is. Anyway, so welcome, Sn0wBreeze, to the talk show. It's the one and only, the world creator, the very illustrious Sn0wBreeze. So obviously, again, just to specify, I'm going to be reading for Sn0wBreeze. So every time that I'm answering one of my own questions, it's going to be, the camera will be on Sn0wBreeze when I'm answering for her, and when I'm asking a question, the camera will be on me. And near the end of the interview, after I answer all my own questions, we will take questions from the chat, and also if Sn0wBreeze has any questions for me or any things like that. Anyway, so first question here. Let me cue this up. Got to pull it up here. Oh, 1 second here. Got to pull it up on my monitor. There we go. All right. So first question I asked Sn0wBreeze was, how did you discover VR chat? Did you start in desktop or VR? When was this? And Sn0wBreeze answers this question by saying, I discovered VR chat by watching PokeLols back in 2017 and started playing it in desktop mode till 2019. Which is very interesting, you know. It's the same thing with me, you know. I started playing VR chat because of Poke and Dyrus and Strippin and who else? Just Soda Poppin. Like literally Soda Poppin played VR chat 3 years ago. He played it for like 2 days, but yeah, it was quite the time. And I think that's when like VR chat truly blew up, stuff like that. Yeah, desktop is pretty poggers. Next question. How did you create your OC, your character? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, my first avatar was a custom Monica at first, and then I changed to a version of my current one, but without the cat ears / tail. I added them later after my friends started using Kemono friends models, and I didn't like them. So I added the cat ears / tails so we could match. After some time of those changes, when I was hopping into public worlds, people started thinking I was Landfear, and it all So I Googled who Lanfear was and tried to replicate their old models so I could mess with people. Is this true? Damn, I can't believe you tried to be Lanfear. Oh yeah, you can also, dead guys, switch the camera between both of us when I'm just chilling. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's kind of interesting that that you tried to be like Lanfear. I'm pretty sure she'd probably get a little upset about something like that, you know, trying to impersonate somebody. I mean, I would. I mean, if someone tried to be me, I'd be like, "What the heck you doing?" But I think it's all for good fun and jokes, you know. Wait, Snow's not land? Yeah, they're not even related. Not at all. You're just a separate cat from a separate litter, you know? It is what it is. Anyway, next question. How did you get into dancing and vibing? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, I've always been vibing on VR chat, but I got into dancing after I joined the lobby and seeing everyone else dancing. I'm still not good at dancing, but someday I'll learn. Hey, you're better than me. I can't even dance. I got no play space, so yeah. Anyway, next question. Tell me the first time you got into VR chat or a funny story that you remember from VR chat. Sn0wBreeze answers by saying the first time I got in VR chat was after I finished my first model after I watched Tupper's tutorial on YouTube. I went into the Doki Doki High School world and met some of my first friends there. I don't remember much of the funny memories I had when I started, but most of them were in the hub back when VRChat didn't have the home system. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's like ages ago. And Tupper's video, holy shit, I remember that. That was literally, his video was like 2 hours long. Like, it was like a 2-hour video. I'm not even joking. I'm pretty sure you can still find it. It was like a part 1, part 2, and it was like a 3-hour tutorial. And when I first started playing VRChat, people were telling me like, you want to get into model creation, you gotta watch that. I'm like, I'm not sitting here watching a video of some guy talking for 2 hours and how to like run Blender. I was like, what the hell is that, man? I'd rather just use public avatars. And when I uploaded my first model, which was the Kenny model from The Walking Dead, I just ripped it from the game. It was already an asset I just downloaded. And then it didn't have buys means or anything, so I didn't really care. It was kind of really scuffed, but it was good enough. And I still don't really even know how to do model stuff anyway. I just do Unity stuff, like the Unity side. I don't do like animations, gestures, and like, you know, stuff like this. You know, that's easy. But I just pay people to do the other work because I'm just too busy, to be honest. But yeah, that was a long time ago. And then about the old home. Yeah, the old hub. Did you start in the one that was when it's nighttime and has the campfire, or did you start in the hub that was the flying city thingamajiggy with the apples or whatever? Okay, that's the one I started. And I think the old hub, which is what it's called, the one with like dark and stuff like that, the first hub that most people know about, I think that lasted probably from like, I don't know, June to like November or something, because when I started playing in early December is when the new hub came out, or at the time it was. So I didn't really get to experience that type of hub. Anyway, next question. How did you start as a streamer or YouTuber? Who inspired you, or what inspired you? Sn0wBreeze responds by saying, I started streaming because I was bored, waiting for the lobby to start. Lol. Everyone in there was my inspiration. Oh wow, you started streaming because everyone's taking their sweet ass time to start up their streams? Damn, roasted. Can't believe it. I don't blame you. I mean, if I had to sit there and wait for a stream, I might as well stream myself. And be like, this is the pre-lobby. Next question. Thoughts on the future of VRChat? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, about the future of VRChat. Please, for the love of God, stop adding stuff and fix the current bugs. Also, I would like more updates instead of 2 out of 4 per year, and more tutorials by the dev team instead of relying on the community to make them. Damn, roasted. I can't believe it. You roasted the whole game. But you're not wrong. Like, what you're talking about while saying adding stuff, you mean, to rephrase what you're saying, you're talking about adding features like emojis and like camera filters and like stuff that's not fixing the game. That's just like, it's sort of like masking the problem. It's like, oh yeah, there's a car wreck behind me and this car's fucked up, but here's a free chocolate bar. It's like, what? But my car's broken. Yeah, but he got a free chocolate bar. So what do you mean? How can you complain, dude? Right? It's like masking the problem. It's like, don't worry about the underlying issues. Their friends list is bugged. There's that stuttering problem with people's mics where they go da. Don't worry about those problems. Here's a chocolate bar, bro. What do you mean, dude? So I get what you're talking about. But yeah, that's it. I do agree. I think what they should do, like the devs of VRChat, I know that they're an indie and it's beta, but when I used to play Rainbow Six Siege, they actually, for an entire season, for like 3 months, they renamed it to Operation Health, and instead of adding new stuff to the game, they spent an entire season of that game, or the multiplayer competitive scene, to literally just fix the game. They spent 3 or 4 months to literally fix the whole game. And there was bugs where like people like when you prone, like you look like a raptor, and like weird like fucked up like bugs and stuff. Like it was like game breaking bugs and glitches, and they spent an entire 3 or 4 months literally fixing the game. They didn't add any new features, no new content. It was just fixing the game. And I think that's something that VRChat should also do. Instead of just adding new things, they should just fix the current build of the game and then have a strong foundation and then add features later on. That's my opinion, but who knows if that actually would happen. Anyway, I like the mic bog, though it's so funny. Yeah, but it's annoying when you're in like a RP lobby and then like you're trying to talk to somebody and all you hear is so that's like annoying. Anyway, next question. How do you feel about your community / Rob's community? How has your community grown over time? And if you have plans for milestones? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, I'm glad to have the community I currently have. I couldn't ask for anything better than it. And Rob's community is one of the nicest I've ever seen. The only milestone I have is to stream for more than 2 hours a day, but it's kind of hard with my current anxiety. I'm still not used to streaming. Hey, what do you mean? I only stream for 2 to 3 hours a day. What the I only stream doing interviews and hangouts. What do you mean? Listen, it's called condensed content, okay? Rather than streaming for 10 hours and having like one funny moment, you literally have 2 hours of poggers content, okay? Would you rather stream for 10 hours and have like Resident Sleeper, or stream for 2 hours and have poggers content, okay? Unless you can have 10 hours of poggers content, you know? I'm just saying. What up, ADC? Yeah, 24-hour. Yeah, just do a 24-hour like all these other people, you know? You know how many people have been doing 24-hour streams in the last, like, day or two? Like, 5 different streamers from VRChat. Like, what's going on here? Is this the new meta? 24-hour streams? Sleeping in VR? I'm just joking. I love Autumn, and I think it was Radiant and Jade's, and I think there maybe was somebody else. Autumn did a 100-hour stream, and that's next level. Anyway, next question. Can't get off topic too much. How did you discover Rob's Lobby, the Golden Gator, and how does it feel to be Meech's mute? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, the first time I saw Rob was way back in 2018 when his lobbies were located in the Great Pug and he was working on his old map, Layer of Rafflegator. I was in his chat telling him stuff about lighting. Being Meech's mute was great. He's an awesome man, and I couldn't ask for anything better. But for now, I am not his mute anymore, but instead he adopted me as his daughter. Oh, snap. He's going to be a protective dad. And be like, yo, back off my daughter, bro. Carrying since 2018. 100-hour streams. Anyway, yeah, like, I've known Rob for almost 3 years, too. Like, I thought about this the other day. I could be wrong, but I might be one of the oldest. I might be the people. Like, I don't obviously go to the lobbies like very rarely, but I'm talking about like knowing Rob from VRChat, I might be the person that known him the longest. Maybe. Because if you think about it, everybody else in the lobby has only been around for like a year. I know Meech's been around a bit longer, Murder Crumpet too, but if you really think about it, who's been in the lobby the longest? Now, obviously, I'm not in the part of the Royal Gator crew or anything. It's too late for me. But that's something I had to think about for a long time. The only person I can think of is probably Poke, but Poke doesn't play VRChat on a regular basis. So does that count? And he's known Poke for like 8 years or something. But besides that, no loot Sn0w. Obviously, looting Sn0w is like a serious offense, you know? Just saying. I don't know. I'll have to ask Rob that question at some point. I'm talking about the oldest person in the lobby. I don't know. Jor? If it wasn't me, maybe Jor or Vor or something like that. I really don't know. Because I was there when he had this first map, the Lair of Rafflegator, and it was like... Oh, no. It was the one in space. That was his first lobby, and it had like the underground like fighting arena thing, Mijiggy. I remember him trying to set up me with a date of a girl called Loading ... or something like that. The one time I went to the lobby, he kept trying to like hook me up with some girl. And then there's also the Blue Man thing, and I think I came to the lobby when Blue Man first started or something, because they were in like a church and it was like a Blue Man T-posing, and then like they're talking about like praise the Blue Man, and I was so confused. I was like, what's happening? Like, what is this? What? Someone slip acid? What's going on in this lobby? Why are they talking about Blue Man and stuff? Like, why are they praising this like dude? Like, I don't get it. Sn0w scored 100% on purity tests. Must not corrupt. Must protect. Shrimp? Maybe Shrimp might be the oldest. I'm not sure. If it, you know, I'm talking about active people, probably one of those guys. I'm not active in the lobby, so I can't really count myself. Anyway, next question. What is one thing you would change about VRChat? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, it would be either an engine/code upgrade or more security against modded clients /clashers crashers and /rippers. That's a fair point. A lot of people have, when I interview them, that's probably the one thing that everybody probably talks about is like security and stuff. And I mean, it's well warranted, you know. VRChat security is like Swiss cheese. It has so many holes in it. It's just like, you know, what's even going on? I don't know. I don't think VRChat will ever be perfect or have like these holes. I just think you have to just sort of adapt and just understand that like if you upload something, expect it to be stolen or be abused. So if you really cherish something like your model or a world or a personal project, just don't upload it to VRChat.
That's so nice of you. I'm a giver too.
DragonMatic77 gifted a tier 1 sub to Gamal EVR. This is their first gift sub.
Sorry, I'm getting an alert. Yo, thanks for that. I appreciate that. Just to let you know, I will thank alerts after the interview. But anyway, back on topic. Yeah, like the code upgrades and stuff like that. VRChat's currently in Unity 2018. We're in 2020. So I think, I'm hoping soon that they update to 2019. Because with Unity 2019, it becomes with a lot more security upgrades and a lot more just better building blocks to build avatars and worlds and triggers and variables and whatever. So that's what I'm hoping for. But again, to restate my earlier statement, if you truly cherish something, you probably, and you really care about it and it's worth a lot to you or a lot of money or whatever, you probably shouldn't upload it to VRChat, to be honest. This is mostly reference to like VTubers, for example. Like VTubers, you know, they do their streams and stuff like that, and a lot of them are very nervous and very scared or have a lot of anxiety when playing VRChat because some of them spend literally thousands of dollars on their models, and then they want to play VRChat because then they're putting their avatar in the 3D world, and that's cool, right? And then when they upload it, it can literally, even if it's privated and even if they don't like, you know, put measures up, whatever. Basically, the moral of the story is that like their avatars get stolen, and then like someone resells it for like a fraction of the price, or does weird things with their model, or you know, it'd be horrible, especially to some avatar creators that I know. Is that the worst thing you can see is when somebody takes your model, steals it, like cuts off the head, and then like uses the base for something else, put a different hair on it, like ripping your model apart and then reselling it for like $20. And then having like 30 people look like you're a model. You know what I mean? Like there's the one thing that makes VR chat special is everybody looks different, or at least tries to have like unique models and stuff like that. For example, Sn0wBreeze or myself, right? We all look different from models. Now imagine if there was 100 Sn0wBreezes, right, running around. Like that would look stupid. Or like 100 in my avatar. That'd just be dumb. The whole point of it is you're supposed to be unique and individuality. And when people rip stuff, it destroys that. So. Sure, every new game gets their models ripped and imported into VRChat. You're not wrong about that statement. That's why I'm saying if you truly cherish something, you probably shouldn't upload it to VRChat or to the web, you know? But anyway, moving on. Did you ever think you would blow up in streaming and get to where you are today? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, no, I never thought I would hit 400 viewers in my first stream and 900 in my second. I was thinking on having 50 to 70 at the start, at top, and back then I didn't have much to do. I only talked with chat about stuff. No, I got you. I mean, like, sometimes it's crazy to, like, when you have a blow up. Like, obviously I'm not like that, so I didn't have 400 or 500 views. When I started, I had like 2 viewers. I was like, heck yeah, 2 viewers. Let's go, poggers in the chat, homies. But yeah, like to see, you know, it means that people support you and want to see what you're doing. And when you're like, I watched you when you were working on the map, and you definitely done a lot of work to the Railgator and updating it and optimizing it and doing the best that you can and adding personal touches to it. Like when something happens in the role play, or like on Tuesdays and Thursday, you update the map to affect that. Like now Shrimp has this little, like, what's it called, crusty corner or whatever it is. And having like Sears apartment and moving the golden gatto or whatever it's called, the cat thing, to inside and doing all that stuff. So that's appreciated, you know. It's awesome because there's not too many people that do that sort of stuff, like updating a map on a regular basis to affect like a role play. The only thing I can think of is Kalos Row, but that's like massive scale up here of having like 10, like, or not 5, like 10, but like 5 different model creators and role creators. That's RP. We're talking about just sort of improv stuff and just hanging out, you know. Snow map is amazing. It is. Yeah, mapping streams. Rob needs to stop blaming Snow for map crashes. I think, to be honest, hold on, I'm taking a drink because I'm thirsty. I think that, sorry, I have stutter problems sometimes. I think the majority of crashes typically happen from people's avatars more than the world. There are laggy worlds. There are worlds that have real-time lighting and shit, and it just fucking destroys your computer. That does happen. But when you have a competent world creator like Sn0wBreeze, and make like a decent world, most of the time, crashes are from people's avatars because people don't know or don't care enough to optimize their models, and then they get like a million demic bone polygons, materials, whatever, and like having one person in a world can literally cost you 30 frames. Like, that's ridiculous to think about. So I think it's more about people's avatars in the world itself. Like, once you solve, like, I made an optimized world, like, this world's pretty optimized. The only thing that's causing lag is this blur effect in the background. But that's about it. Yeah, maybe 65 is cause for lag. Well, yeah, there's also sheer volume of people, too. Like, they have 65 people, and if, like, couples, if only, like... See, I will say this. The maximum amount of players you can have is 80. If you... I'm not saying to have that amount of players in, like, the Royal Gator. That's crazy. But if everybody used a super optimized avatar... you would still have lag, but not as much as you would think. But the problem is a lot of people just don't do stuff like that. Oh, you need me to read something? All right, 1 second. Gotta pull it up. Oh, you're doing it in Discord. Okay, I gotcha. Takes some time, but it's worth it. I got in contact with Legends, who is one of the top map creators in VRChat, and he did say that the map has nothing wrong with it. All that he told me was to change a bit of the occlusion numbers. Occlusion is when, like, you're far away and it disappears. That's what that means. I used to make maps too, so I kind of know some stuff, some lingo. But yeah, Legends, by the way, is a world creator. He made this world, by the way, for me, this talk show world, which isn't finished yet. But this world is very optimized as well. He also was the person, if you played The Devouring, he did, I think, the sound design. I don't think he worked on the world, but he did, I think, the sound part or something like that for The Devouring map. But yeah, there's a bunch of amazing, talented world creators out there, and most of the time it's people's avatars. Once people, like, it sounds very harsh, but like if you had like a strict avatar policy at the Golden Gator, which I don't think would ever happen, but just say hypothetically you did and made sure everybody's avatar was at least medium, like Raw probably wouldn't crash as often or like lag or anybody there. But then, because then like people are gonna be like, wow, I can't use my cool model with all these cool things on it. It's like, well, because the only lobby, like very few lobbies I know have that policy, and it's usually clubs, like dance clubs, like drinking clubs and stuff. They usually have very strict avatar policies for optimization, because you're going to have like 60, 70 people, so they force you to use like some robot or some, whatever avatar. It's really basic. But I just wish more people would be more cautious of optimization, because you could literally have 60, 70 people in a lobby, just nobody cares, right? Like, people don't care about others, if that makes sense. Not to going to belittle anyone, but there are a lot of unoptimized models in the lobby. Absolutely, 100%, 100%. That's not just for his lobby. It's like lobbies in general. Like, I go to like a lot of clubs, not like like unofficial clubs, just sort of like a gathering of people. So many times, I go to a friend, there's like 20 people in the lobby, and I'm lagging, and then I literally go for everybody, and then I find the one person, I hide their avatar, and I literally go from like 20 FPS to 60, or 70, or 80, or whatever. It's that crazy sometimes. And like, it sounds like to be a dick and be like, yo, your avatar is unoptimized, fix it, or like atlas your materials or whatever. And some people get upset about that. They get butthurt and be like, I made this, what the heck? But it's like, you have to, like, if you're going to spend time working on a model or using something, you should at least learn how to optimize, or at least atlas the materials, so it's not like 100 materials and 2 trillion polys or whatever, you know? It takes some time, but it's worth it. Last Tuesday we had more than 80 people in the lobby. Then it even created an overflow lobby. So I'm reading as is written. But for the map to be able to even handle 80 people being that big, all I can say, the map isn't a problem at all. Yeah, I mean, like, if you really wanted to just test something, you just go to a world that's blank, like the lag-free box, and stick everybody in there and be like, all right. Or, like, you just have to go around and, like, I think the best solution is just to, like, you can't really force people to use optimized avatars, so what you should just do is walk around and just hide people's avatars that are, like, they're laggy as fuck. Like, just be like, I'm sorry, but I can't, I just have to hide your avatar. Your avatar is too laggy. I'm sorry. If people aren't going to listen, it's always going to be that one person. Yeah, true. Always true. Anyway, next question. What advice would you give to somebody wanting to become a streamer or a content creator? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, I don't think I give any advice as my streams are so short, but to have as much fun as you can. I think that's the most important thing any streamer/content creator should have. Well, yeah, I mean, I agree on that 100%. You should always focus your streams on having fun and just doing it as a hobby, Sure, at one point or another, when you hit a threshold of partner and beyond that and having hundreds of viewers and thousands of subs, then you can be like, all right, maybe I consider this a full-time job. But when you start, like, transitioning to become a full-time job, it can still be fun, but it becomes more like work. It's like, oh shit, I have to make a video today. Oh, I gotta stream for 6 hours doing a sponsor stream that I don't like, There's a certain, like, playing video games for a living doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to be fun. Sometimes you're going to be like, oh man, I have to play this lame game because that's what gives me money and viewers, But I always tell people, if you want to get into streaming, just do it for fun at first. If you do, maybe you're that 1% that, like, blows up and has a following, then you just continue to have it for fun, or you can be like, hey, I could turn this into a career or something. But until then, just have fun with it. Be consistent. For me, I started streaming because of my friends. Their friends told me I should stream my perspective because that was funny when I played VRChat 3 years ago. So I started streaming because it was another perspective that people could watch, and and it wasn't just in friend groups. I actually went off to Publix. Yeah, Publix back when you could, and I would like half my stream was literally public hopping and just being silly and stupid with random people, and then the other half was when I was with friends. So it was like a half and half thing. That's at least how I ran my stream. That's when I used to stream like 6-7 hours a day. Now it's like 2 hour Andy. But yeah. Dead Hall's stream is going to be so fun. Isn't that like a horror map in VRChat that came out like 3 years ago? We're waiting for Shroud to contact Snow. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, next question. What are your thoughts on Neos VR? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying it has potential and future. When I visited there for the first time, the devs gave me and everyone a tour and explained how everything works. They're super nice with their community. With some optimization and advertising, it can go very far. I agree. I actually played Neos 5 months ago, like a long time ago, and it's definitely one of, I haven't played recently. I thought about playing again recently, but when I played it 5 months ago and I streamed it, it was fun. I got to talk to the devs. They were very nice, and I got to talk to them off stream and stuff like that. They did talk about like optimization and all the things, and obviously when Rob played it, whenever that was like a week or two ago, there's definitely improvements I saw from the last time I played. So in the last 5 months, they definitely improved the game a lot more, which is awesome to see. I still think there's a lot more work to be done, but they're focusing and working. Like, I have Neos VR still installed on my computer, and almost every day or every like 2 or 3 days, I get an update from the game. Like, I have to update Neos VR almost like every day or two. Like, they're updating something. So that means they're proactive and like updating fixes and bugs and stuff like that. There's a lot of advancements. Like, the stream camera is super advanced. You can literally track people. So like, I can have the camera follow Sn0wBreeze as he runs around or whatever. Like, that's pretty cool. You can pull, inventory system guns. You can be in 5 different lobbies. Like, there's so many things you can do. I think what will really push it is when you have a dedicated community or players that play, or like a streamer, like having Rob's Lobby. Like, imagine if you had Rob's Lobby equivalent in Neos VR, where they have like a bar and people running around being silly, and then somebody pulls out a gun and shoots people, and you can actually stab people and make them bleed or whatever. I don't know. I think there's a lot more interactions for improv RP with Neos VR. Was that Pixel? Uwu? Pog. Pixel's my mute. I don't think a lot of people knew that. Anyway, what was the first thing you did when you got into VR and or full body? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, when I got VR the first time, I did was to see how my maps/avatars looked in VR. Comparing it to what you see in desktop mode is such a difference that made me not play it in desktop anymore. With full body, the first thing I did was to go into the Just Dance world and try some dancing. Then I discovered that most of my avatars weren't full body compatible because the size of the legs were too big. You mean too long. But yeah, I get what you're saying. And that's what I did when I got full body. I mean, I got the boomer moves, I was doing the twist and stuff, But yeah, the reason why you have issues with like the legs is because most MMD models have very long legs. Like, they're like, I call it the Tracer syndrome, because like Tracer in Overwatch has like super long unhuman like legs, and it's the same thing in anime. For whatever reason, it's just an aesthetic choice that they made for MMD models or just anime in general, that legs are longer than they should be. And when you are a human being and trying to use full body, your hip is like, here, but like the foot would be down here, but like your tracker's here, so like it doesn't track the legs properly. And what you often have to do is I remember years ago my friends when they first got full body, they would literally cut off their shins in VR, like in Blender. So like their avatars would be very short, like a dwarf, like very short and stubby looking, but it made it work in full body properly. So like for example, this model, I've actually had the legs shortened like 2 times. It looks normal, like it looks like human like, but like it's not perfect. I think if I use my trackers, I think the trackers are like at my like ankles, which is close enough. I mean, fucking whatever. I mean, there's definitely people that are like 1-to-1 in like every aspect of their avatar. I'm not because I don't really use full bodies much, but maybe one day I'll have it more proportionate to like a human. It doesn't have to be proportionate to my real body. It just has to be proportionate to like at least usable in full body. So, yeah. That neck though, yeah. Oh, it's full time for the first time today? Awesome. You have to cut off the shins, yeah. But yeah, full body's awesome. I think full body is like the full immersion of VR and VR chat, to be honest. I mean, like now you can move your legs. Now you can like whatever you can do in real life, you can do in VR. So if you were to be able to do a backflip or a somersault or cartwheel, you can do it in VR. I think that's crazy. Obviously, I can't do those things because I'm not athletic at all. But I've seen people do like I saw a guy do a front flip, and I was so like he had wireless and everything. I was like, holy shit, like that's next level, dude. And I saw another guy do a somersault or not somersault, cartwheel and like flips and all this crazy stuff. Like that's why, you know, I appreciate people who dance in VR chat. You know, including lewd dancers. It takes skill. It doesn't matter if it's lewd or not. Like to be able to move like that and be able to have that, you have to have a lot of space and a lot of practice because they're actually doing that in real life. So give appreciation to those that dance. Anyway, next question. What is something you miss about VR chat when you first started playing and that doesn't happen anymore? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, going into Publix and having a nice time instead of seeing people chilling at a mirror, saying racist stuff or trying to crash everyone. Also, starting in a public hub and seeing crazy stuff right at the start. But that's not possible anymore with the current status of modded clients and crashers. Yeah, that takes me back. VR chat, when you first boot up the game, you would literally be thrusted into a public hub. And you would see people just like testing. That's where I made a lot of my first friends, was I just boot up the game and I see a couple dudes like near the mirror testing an avatar or just standing around, and then I'll just talk and they'd be like, yo man, last night I went to like Gaia Night and like that was so cool, bro. And I'm like, oh shit, bro. Or they'd be like, yo, I went to Penthouse at night, dude, and like, bro, the Great Pog, dude, there's like a secret bro in the basement. I'm like, what? Like you would hear all these rumors about like secret avatars or secret cool worlds by literally just talking to people in the hub. And sometimes you would talk to somebody maybe who's a model creator or something like that, and you would get some advice and like, oh, how did you import your model? How'd you do that? And they would literally be your tour guide right then and there. You don't get that anymore. I understand they when you boot up VRChat for the first time as a new user, you literally start in the home world privated instance because they started doing that because of crashers and modders, and you would literally boot up the game and immediately crash. Like, it was just stupid. So they had to force the whole private lobby thing, but it ruined a whole aspect of the game, because now, like, to go to a public hub, like, you have to personally go there. And, like, I don't think a lot of people do, unless, like, they start in the home world and they just run through, like, the portal. I'm like, oh, what's this do? You know what I mean? So there's definitely a lot of people who probably played VRChat for 5 minutes and quit because they're just like, I don't know how to do anything. But if you were starting to a public hub, you would actually have people that were willing to be tour guides and help people out. I remember, this doesn't really happen anymore, but like a year or two ago, I remember some of my friends would stream and they would purposely like go to public hubs to like be a tour guide to new people, to like show them cool stuff on purpose. It was actually really wholesome. I don't really see that anymore. Anyway, next question. What music are you into / favorite bands or genre? Snow answers by saying, I'm a fan of every genre of music, but I really like sad / emotional songs. My favorite song, even though most people used to meme it, is Creep by Radiohead. Really? Oh, that means you're a Stealth RG viewer. You like chips, huh? Good Chips viewer? Why don't you like Chips? He literally sings radio. He literally sings Creep. It's a poggers. That was a funny joke. What's wrong with Creep? Listen, that throws me back. Chips used to be a good boy and used to sing Creep all the time. That's why people say the meme? Yeah, I know that. I was there. I remember when Chips literally go to public. He doesn't even do he can't, but he used to go to open mic night and literally sing. In the Great Pug, upstairs in the Roost, on the stage, and open mic night, he would literally sing Creep. That's what the whole meme was, and like people would be like, "Oh my God, he's a real singer," you know. They would fall for that, you know. But anyway, he's a good guy. Every other song from Radiohead is better than Creep. Damn. Sad emotional song. Does that mean you like being emotional and crying? I mean, when I listen to emotional songs, I tear up. My eyes get all watery and stuff. I don't, I do that when I'm feeling sad. I don't do that all the time. You know what makes me emotional? Justin Timberlake, Mirrors. That actually makes me sad. That song. Even think about it. Joji? Yeah, Joji's songs are pretty emotional too. I think almost every song is like sad that he made. It's kind of funny that like that guy used to be Pink Guy doing meme videos and now he's a established artist. Like what the hell? Like what a turnaround, you know? Emotional songs. Anyway, next question. Do you have a waifu you crush over? Example. My video game waifu is Tifa Lockhart. Can be a video game character, anime, or even VR chat friends. Sn0wBreeze answers by question by simply just saying no. Damn. Not even Genshin Impact? Not even Azure Lane? You don't have any celebrity crushes? You're like, damn, Brad Pitt's hot as fuck. I want him to do my plumbing. None of that? Or Megan Fox? None of that? Damn. All these Zoomers don't even know who Filthy Frank is? You're probably right. 100% peer. Are you like, reminds me of when I went to college and I would learn about like folklore and fairy tales. You're kind of like how in medieval times, like 1,000 years ago, when Crusaders or like Templars, like they were like knights of the Round Table, and like King Arthur, a lot of them would not marry, and they would have a woman in waiting, or what it was, something like that. I forget what it was called. They didn't marry the woman. It was just like they would be like it's like a white knight essentially. Like they would have a woman in waiting. And a lot of these knights, their woman in waiting would be the Virgin Mary, or something like that. To give you a history lesson. Didn't TikTok unsuccessfully try to cancel Joji because they found his old Frankenstein and Pink Eye? That sounds cringe, dude. 100% pure. Listen, many of your viewers could be those knights of the Round Table, and their women in waiting could be Sn0wBreeze. It's not a sexual thing. It's just like before they would do like a night task or like whatever they were doing, like they would go away for 6 months or something like that. They would go up to their woman in waiting and be like, "I will return. Here's a rose or something," and then like ditch for 6 months and come back. And I think how it worked was the Knights of the Round Table, they would have like on their shield, like their crest, but also their woman in waiting or something like that. I don't remember. That was a long time ago. That was like years ago I took that class. It was pretty interesting history or folklore and fairy tales. King Arthur, you know. Anyway, next question. What are you grateful for? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, "I'm grateful of all my friends I currently have. Without them, I wouldn't be playing / being here today, and also for Rob's Lobby. I discovered that VR chat is more than jumping into publics to public and staring at mirrors for hours. You don't say. Mirrors, huh? Yeah, there's more to VR chat than just mirrors. I've always said this in multiple interviews, but I'll say it again. VR chat is what you make it out to be. So if you play VR chat and you stand in front of a mirror for 6 hours, then that's your experience. I don't think a lot of people complain about VR chat being, oh, this game's boring, oh, there's nothing to do. Well, make it interesting. Make it fun. Sn0wBreeze makes worlds, makes Avatar, or not world, makes worlds, does improv RP, part of Rob's Lobby. That's Sn0wBreeze decided to do that, and stream and stuff like that. I decided to run my own talk show in VR chat and be a VR talk show host. I made that decision. Nobody told me to do that. So the next time that you stand in front of a mirror for 6 hours, maybe you should start doing something else that you enjoy, whatever that is. I can't tell you what makes you happy or whatever, or enjoyment in VR chat, but hopefully you can find something that you enjoy and makes you keep coming back and enjoy your time, right? Because the worst thing to do is literally do something you don't enjoy, right? If I don't like being in front of a mirror, then don't do that. It's very simple. Anyway. No, it's Sn0wBreeze, not Landfear. Next question. How did you get into world creation? Any favorite world creations? Sn0wBreeze answers by saying, what got me into world creation was the possibilities that you can make with VR chat. My first world was a port of Doki Doki with all the in-game text and 3D models of all the characters doing the same poses as the game. I never released it to public like my old maps and ended up deleting it. Feels bad, man. All maps I made after that were focused on immersion/RP scenarios. One of them I released it for public and it was a karaoke map based on The Voice. TV show with the chairs and everything. My favorite world till this day is Gaia Night, Mr. Whiskers version. Oh, I see. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the big one with like all the buildings and stuff. Really? I like the pre one, the one before that. The reason why I don't like the Mr. Whiskers version, it's too big, and two, it's also laggy. Whenever I go into that world, I get like 40 FPS because I think it's like, I don't know. Maybe they optimized it by now, but back then, I think it had real-time lighting or something. I think even the old version, because it has shadows. And when you have shadows, that's real-time lighting. That's not good. Spinning chair and slam the button. Yeah, what is your... Hold on, let me see what you got on your account right here. Wait, why can't I not browse what you made? What the heck? I can't browse your worlds? Why not? Yeah, I can browse other people's. That means all the worlds you made are private. Lame. Okay, well. Sn0wBreeze is very hot. Dude. Spade, take a lap, bro. That's cringe, dude. Anyway. Next question. Favorite FPS game? Sn0wBreeze's answers by saying, really? I'm reading it. I'm reading how many dots, okay? Back in high school, it was CS 1.6, but now it's Overwatch, Even with the whole meme and stuff, I'm not a really big fan of FPS games. I used to play MOBAs and MMORPGs, and being the support class on both of them. Oh, so you can be Mercy and I don't play a League, but it would be Soraka or something. I don't even know what the fuck is the supports in that game. I don't even know. Okay, I don't play League. I played League when I was in high school, like 8 years ago. I played it like 2 times. It flashed as Master Yi or whatever, and I won. And then I quit because I was like, I don't like MOBAs, and that was the end of the story. Mercy exclusive, one trick. Snow is officially Shroud's mute? No, that's not true. Ask Snow about her pro CS career. Oh yeah, by the way, these are that's all the questions I had. So if anybody has any questions for Sn0wBreeze and I, then please ask them in the chat. I will be exclusively looking at my chat now rather than just reading stuff. And also Sn0wBreeze, if you have any questions for me, please DM me or anything you want to add or talk about and stuff like that. It's currently 7:52. The interviews last about an hour, but I'll extend it for another like 10 or 20 minutes because it took me a while to read all that. What MMOs were you playing? Can Snow play Dead Halls, please? When is the ban Snappy button coming back? Ask about Snow's daily routine. I just turned in, so I don't know if you're ready to ask this, but how did she become a mute? One waffle, one bread. I played MapleStory and Perfect World. I never played MapleStory, but I knew a lot of my friends in high school played it, and they were trying to convince me a lot. They're like, play MapleStory. And then when they showed me a video, it's just like 2D, and I'm just like, bruh, I'd rather play World of Warcraft, dude. Or Diablo. That's the two I play. I didn't really play a lot of World of
That's
Warcraft.
so nice of you. I'm a giver too.
An anonymous user gifted a tier
Don't
1 sub to
wall my
Sn0wBreeze.
Oh my god, they gave you a sub, Sn0wBreeze. Now you can have my awesome emotes. I started and still am a mute because of social anxiety. No, I get that. Like, you're not alone. Like, I've interviewed like 20 other mutes. Like, it's very common thing that happens, especially in VR chat. Like, as someone who talks all the time, is kind of new to me. Because when I played VR chat for the first time, I was so confused when people didn't talk. I was just like, I don't get it. But then after a while, I slowly understood that like some people have anxiety or they don't want to talk, or they're not comfortable with talking. But it's something I've learned to accept, and I mean, I'm accepting of all people. For example, I literally interview mutes. What other talk show? Tell me right now, chat. What other talk show where you interview mutes? Like any other talk show? Yeah, exactly. I think everybody has a story to tell, including mutes. I don't just disregard someone because they can't talk or choose not to. I think everybody has a voice in their own way or can tell their own stories. What's up, Iron? Ban Snappia only with gamble points. How'd you make friends in VRChat as a desktop mute? Like the 5k gamble points be ready? Unretiring. Horny Iron in chat. I think Iron is a good friend of mine, okay? Iron's gonna get partner next, okay? It's gonna happen.
That's so nice of you. I'm a giver too.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to their 0
Hey, anonymous gifter, which is very spooky. Thanks for gifting that sub to Iron Jew. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm going to play WoW with Rob. I don't have experience with WoW, and the whole group that's going to play with him is already big. It's up to you. I mean, I tried to get into WoW again with the WoW vanilla craze, but I was in college at the time, and I think to like be a hardcore, like not a casual, but like be hardcore into like WoW, you have to like almost play like religiously, honestly, like on a daily basis, like hours and hours and hours. And I just can't do that anymore. When I was a kid, I could, when I'm in high school, like XD, you go home from school and then you play your WoW for 6 hours, but I can't do that anymore. I'm an adult, I have responsibilities. I sleep from 3 to 6 hours? Holy shit. That's bad. What the hell? What do you do all day? You only sleep 3 hours? What is this? Play VR chat? You live in this game? Do you sleep in VR chat? Are you a sleeping streamer? Oh, if you weren't partnered, I want to see somebody literally sleep and get partnered. I want to see that. Bake lights 24/7, Unity 24/7. Snow's a map builder 24/7. Oh, I gotcha. Always working. Well, then you know what? If you're always working, they should appreciate you more. I think a lot of people don't appreciate world creators as much as they should. Can everybody give some hearts in the chat for Sn0wBreeze for all the world creations she's done, especially to the Golden Gator, for example? I take around 4 to 6 hours just to bake the map. Holy shit. You need a supercomputer is what you need. You need a 3090 is what you need. Come on, let's get Sn0wBreeze a 3090. Let's get you an i9, fucking whatever, 9,000, 9 million, whatever. Again, 10 trillion gigahertz on that shit. Give you 32 gigabytes of RAM. Get all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, any Oilers any oil princes? 10K PC.
You sure like spreading your load everywhere.
Whoa!
Thanks, darling.
Holy shit. Yo, can you thank ADC for the tenor? Holy smokes. ADC with the 10 gifted subs. It's Kylie Reed, Red Fapper.
Oh my, a new sub. Does this mean you've come to play with
And
me?
Snappy subbed with the Twitch Prime. Well, if he's one of your viewers and he used the Twitch Prime on me, how's that make you feel? Damn. Anyway. Lizard Manfold, Kaichu, Uwu. Heck yeah, thank you so much. Oh god. I wonder if anyone's questioning what that sound was. So sometimes when you sub to me, you hear a cat girl voice. That's actually me. I'm not even memeing. That's the real thing. I had to do it for a subathon. It's now a permanent alert. I go like meow. I appreciate. Thank you so much, ADC. Hype Train level 3. Wow. Can't let Snappy outdo me. Any gifters? Oh yeah, so we're taking questions. I'm a tier 3 sub to her. Oh, okay. Anyway, do you have any questions for me? Sorry, I'm getting distracted because of sub
You
alerts.
sure like spreading your load everywhere.
Shit.
Thanks, darling.
Nabik with the 5er. 5 gifted subs. Holy shit. Pogs. Sn0wBreeze, can you get a pog? What's your pog face? Yeah, just pretend you're my mute for a second and just like react and be like, oh. Make it 200 subs? Nice. I did say last stream that if I was to get 1,000 subs in 1 month, I would get
You
a body
sure
pillow.
like spreading your load everywhere.
Oh shit!
Thanks, darling.
ADC with another 5er. What the fuck? ADC. Who's my maid? Is literally gifting me. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much, ADC. You're a cutie. Thank you so much. Level 5. Thank you. Wait, what is this? ADC launched an emote fireworks? Wait, what is that? Wait, hold up. What the heck was that? Emote fireworks? What is that? Oilers follow mutes? That's my daughter. That is true, Meech. That is true. She said that earlier. I don't know what that is. What did it do? Did something appear on the street? I saw an email about that. There was an email that said like about emote fireworks. I have no idea what the hell that is. I was trying to figure it out.
You couldn't stay away, huh? Keep coming back for more, I see.
Yo.
Sn0wBreeze love.
Death
That's
Spade.
so nice of you.
Oh my god, what's
I'm a
going
giver
on here?
too.
Nabik, give the sub to the
Navi gift
Big
the tier
Meech.
1 sub to the Big Meech.
Death Spade
They've
for the
given
2 months.
6 gift subs in the channel.
Gift to test it again. I appreciate that. Anyway, any questions for Sn0wBreeze / myself? Sorry, it's just alerts going off, you know. I have to thank people if I don't. Oh, you Discord? Alright, awesome. Yeah, you should just send them in Discord so they don't get lost in the chat. What made you change from the old Kenny model to your current one? I told this story before, but I'll reiterate for the chat and for you. So, for those who don't know...
You sure like spreading your load
I'm trying to explain
everywhere.
a story here. Death
Thanks,
Spade, thank you so much for the
darling.
5. I appreciate it. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. To explain why I went from Kenny K. Kona to being an anime waifu. So I played Kenny K. Kona for about a year and a half, and I did an accent where I sounded like a hillbilly, like, what's up, bro? What's going on? Hell yeah, brother. And I talked like that for a year and a half. And after a while, it was funny, and it was fun when I first started doing it, but after a while, I quickly realized there's many issues with being a character 24/7, or at least every time I was streaming, and I was also doing it in other people's streams to keep up the appearance of the character. was that it was draining, mentally draining on me. Especially doing the voice for 10 hours, it didn't really strain my voice. It was just that whenever I try to be serious with somebody, like have a serious discussion about something, or somebody was like, I don't know, let's say someone was crying or they're depressed and I'm trying to like help them out. Imagine me like, yo, what's up, brother? Like, come on, man. Like, you know, like how do you be serious with like that type of voice? Like, come on. And also, when I would stop doing the voice just for like 5 minutes, just to give my voice, my throat a rest, people would be like, Rebel, why aren't you doing the voice? That's kind of cringe, bro. Like, why aren't you do the voice? Do the thing that makes me laugh. And I'm like, dude, like, it's not fun anymore if I'm just sitting there having to force myself to do a voice so you have entertainment or content or whatever. So I decided to just stop doing the character altogether. And then I rebranded my whole channel and decided to go from playing a character 24/7 to just being myself. So that's what I ended up doing. Was I dropped the accent, I rebranded my whole channel. Yes, it was very costly. It wasn't like it cost me thousands of dollars to do, but I think it was at the end of the day worth it. Because if I was to play a character still to this day, it'd be like the equivalent of being like Dr. Disrespect. I know he's banned, but you know, he plays a character, right? So I would have to be someone like that, where I'm playing a character for literally years. Every single interaction, every single time I talk to somebody is in character. And that's a huge commitment for a lot of people. And I can't do that. Like, I can't be like, I'm going to be this hillbilly redneck for 5 years. Like, come on, like, think of the long, big picture here. And I decided to just be myself, and I'm much more happier where I am today than when I was 2 years ago. So that's why I rebranded and stopped being the old character. But anyway, Death Spade, thanks so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Do the voice. Yeah, do the voice. Do the things that make me laugh. But yeah, it's whatever. I mean, it was fun while it lasted. It's just, after a while, it just takes a toll on you, right? It's like being a one-trick pony if you think about it like that, you know? Like, I was only funny because I pretended I was American when I wasn't. So, you know, as an example. Big picture, yeah. Level 5 hype train. It's going to end in 20 seconds. We're 73%. Like, we can't get 27% left of this hype train? Come on, guys. Like, any Oilers? Is Sn0wBreeze going to stay a mute long term, or does she think she'll ever feel comfortable speaking in VR? Number 15, Bigger King Foot Lettuce. I do miss all those joke avatars you had. No, I think I stabilized myself as a mute. I clicked
You sure like spreading your load everywhere. Thanks, darling.
Yo, Dead Guy, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. You're a little late, but, you know, it's whatever. Thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate that. Thank you. Also, too late, Saj, yeah. Also, I'll say this. I restarted my Patreon, and Dead Guy is the highest tier, and I have to call him Senpai. So Dead Guy's my Senpai. He paid the highest tier for that. I'm just letting you know. I like Snow more than as a mute. It's a big topic, right? 1 second. I need to read. What inspired you to start doing talk shows in VR chat? What inspired me to do talk show was actually a long time ago. When I still was Kenny K. Kona, and when I was a part of Team 5, and we did the podcast with Poke and Whoops all of them. I brought up the idea because we would have group meetings like every week and talk in our Discord privately. And I brought up the idea of wanting to do, it wasn't a talk show at the time, it was actually like doing VR news. And the idea was to have like a segment where like they would talk about whatever, and then like halfway for the show during an intermission or like near the end, it would be like K-Kona News or whatever, and I was going to like do like a whole like news thing. And then it never took off. Like, it was actually built in the world, like in the original Team 5 world, it actually had like a little booth for me, but it was never used. And then Poke didn't want, or like a lot of people didn't really want like my stuff integrating into the podcast because it felt like it was just really weird. So what we decided to do was we wanted to make a separate world. So I had a separate world. It's still on my account, uploaded my worlds, made by my friend Laughing Jack, and it was like a K-Kona News world. and I never used it because I tried to convince other people, like friends of mine at the time, to be like, hey, I want to start this VR news thing, and I need like anchor men, anchor women, whatever. I need people to be a part of it. It was a bunch of sets. It wasn't like this. It was very like bare bones, but it had like a desk. It had like a news reporter. It had a green screen. It was like a whole like production set, and it never got used. So early 2019, I actually met with Ladle, waifu delivery service, and her and I got talking at Neko Nights one night. None of us were streaming, and her and I headed off, and we came up with an idea of doing an open discussion together, a talk show, so to speak. And her and I started doing an open discussion podcast, talk show type thing like this. It first started in my world called Presentation Room Plus. We did that for a couple weeks, and then at the time, Leda was already commissioning someone by the name of Shizui. She made the world, Ladle's talk show world, and then Ladle and I did the open discussion, sort of this sort of content for like, I don't know, like 4 months or something like that, 3 or 4 months. And then it got canceled. And then after doing the show with Ladle, I was very much convinced that I wanted to continue doing it. So in September of 2019, so I think the show ended like June, or no, it ended when WoW Vanilla came out. When was that? August, September, early September of 2019. I don't remember the exact date, but around there is when the show ended. And then by the end of September, I said literally, fuck it, Shia LaBeouf, do it, just do it. And I literally created my own talk show world and started learning more about world creation, and made my old set in literally 2 days, and it was really, really bad. Not like this. This isn't my world. I didn't make this. Legends made this, but it was really, really bad. But it was basically just this. Like, imagine just this chair and like that couch and just this portion of the map in the window. That's all I did, because I didn't need to make anything else, and the camera system, and that's what I did. And then I used that for like 6 months, and then I had this world built. So I started wanting to do talk shows and stuff because of a long thing from years ago when I was Kaneki Kona, and then when that didn't work out, and then I did it with Lado for a while, and then when I did it with Lado, I had a lot of fun just talking to people and discussing VR chat and discussing like content or whatever like we're doing here, and I really enjoyed it. So when it ended with Lado, I decided to start my own show and run it myself. So that's what got into it. Hey Reaper, Sn0w, you spoke of emotional songs and Creep by Radio, so what's your favorite song currently, and why isn't it Brazil La 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 Can Zone? I would actually play that song, but because of DMC, I don't want to. Sn0w, when will be seeing Dota as a possible game for a stream? Can you add timeout with bits for a game for stream? I'll never play Dota. Hey, amen. Hey, Gaben's crying right now if you say that. Can't believe it. Upset Gabe Newell. What the hell? He literally only plays Dota. That's the funny thing. I watched a lot of interviews. He literally only plays Dota. He's like, Dota's the best game ever. I don't care. Like, because they were doing an interview for like Half-Life Alyx, and then they were like, so Gaben, what do you play? He's like, Dota 2? And he's like, okay, what's a game that's not Dota 2? I don't know. Like, I was just like, dude, what the And the funny thing is, he plays on like an 80-inch like monitor, dude, for his computer. Like, what the fuck? He's like, I can see everything, man. I don't know, man. I played Dota, but the Warcraft 3 version, which is before League. Guess I'm cool. But I played the original version on Warcraft 3. I wasn't big into it. I definitely saw like when I was playing, like there's like 50 like in the custom games, it's all Dota. I'm just like, why? And then I eventually played it, and I was like, this is okay, I guess. Like, it's not my type of game, but it was all right for the time. And then obviously they spin off and made League and then Dota 2 and those other games. Sn0w and Rebel, will you play Cyberpunk 2077? Absolutely, if my computer can run it, which I think it should. I never played Dota 2. I mean, it's just not my cup. MOBAs in general are just not my cup of tea in general. I'm more of a first-person shooter. I say that as I haven't played literally a first-person shooter in 3 years because of your chat. But I did play a lot of Halo growing up, and Call of Duty and Gears of War. And those are my types of games I love. Or even Counter-Strike. Yeah, I should have said Counter-Strike too. 1.6, Source, but I didn't play them in the competitive scene. I played them from the custom games. I played like the surf maps and the Warcraft 3 mod where like you kill someone and then like you get superpowers. Oh man, playing 1.6 superhero mod was so sick because like you would stack up your powers. So like you would start off as like Wolverine. And instead of having a knife, you have literally Wolverine claws, and you just start stabbing people and stuff like in Counter-Strike. I was like, what the hell? And then as you level up, you get like multiple powers that like stack. So I'll be Wolverine, but also Spider-Man. So then like you have to bind a key to sling a web, and you would start slinging around the map. I was like, what the hell? And if one of them was Nightcrawler or something, and you would literally be able to no clip for like 3 seconds. It's so broke. You start no clipping. Like it was like when you played it, like it's people just flying around and like having 500 health and 500 armor, and you're just like, what the hell's happening? Also, 1.6 had vehicles in it too. That was awesome. There's worlds, or not worlds, servers or maps that you can actually drive cars in. So like there's one, I forget what it's called, like what aim something, I don't know, but like you would drive cars. Like if you touched the floor, you would die, but if you drove a car, you could do drive-bys, and like one person would be driving and you start shooting. That was cool. Like why is that not a thing in like Source or CS or Go? Like what the hell? Like it is with mods now, I think, but it was so much fun in 1.6 playing driving cars and boats and airplanes and stuff. The vehicles in Halo were my favorite. CS Jeep Rally, yeah, something like that. Who would play mobile games right now? Haha, oh wait, my name ADC. Haha. Yeah, you can carry me anytime. You used to play Jailbreak in 1.6? Oh yeah, I remember the Jailbreak. That was a big thing. Well, I didn't play in 1.6. I started playing Jailbreak in Source, Counter-Strike Source. But I'm assuming it's the same thing. Like honestly, you have the counter terrorists are the jailers or whatever, and then the terrorists are the prisoners, and then you have to follow what the CSA and stuff like that, like play jump rope or Simon Says or whatever, and then you have to have a jailbreak. If you haven't already, get Pavlov, and you can play Jailbreak in that, and you like it actually feels like Jailbreak because like you're in a prison when the map plays, and you're in a prison, and then you literally get a pickaxe. You have to dig for money or like dig rocks, and you get money, and then you buy like pick locks. Anyway, I used to play, Zombie Infection was a good mod too. Oh yeah. Zombie Infection was good too. There's so many good mods in Counter-Strike, like Zombie Infection. It's crazy to think that Half-Life literally birthed like all these mods like Counter-Strike, but it also birthed. I used to be big into Zombie Panic Source and Zombie Master. Those are like Zombie Panic's still around, but Zombie Master's dead. But like those were fun. Like all those Source mods were super fun. Zombie Panic is still a fun game. It only has like 100 players on it, I think, but like it's just a really fun survival where you can actually barricade and stuff. Like you actually can like move props to like block doors, and then the zombies are people. So I used to play Zombie Master a lot. Really? I used to play Zombie Master a lot. Like I don't know how many hours because I never tracked, but at least 1,000 hours I sunk into that. I used to play what's it called, Zombie Panic. I used to play on Crocodile. There's some maps to give you some lore here. I used to play a lot of Crocodile. Used to play Red Queen on Zombie Master. What else was the Winchester map from Shaun of the Dead? Oh my, Zombie Master was a good game. Nobody plays anymore. You have to find people to like get into the game. It's a free game. It's fun. But Zombie Master was a fun game. For those who don't know what the hell we're talking about, it's a Half-Life 2 mod. It's free. You just download it, and it was different from any other game I ever played because if you play as a Zombie Master, which is one player, you play in an RTS like top-down view, and everybody else in the server is first-person shooter. So it's kind of like, what's that game that Rob played? Not Resistance. What the hell was it called? Someone in the chat help me out. What's the game he used to make maps for? I don't remember. I forget. Starts with an R. Yo, thanks for the 1 bit. Half-Life Alyx mods become amazing games. There are some mods for Half-Life Alyx. One of my friends back in school used to code for that game and had like 6 servers on it. Nice. Heck yeah. RPG Maker? No. It's Natural Selection. That's what it was called. Yeah, sorry. Natural Selection. Rob used to make worlds for that game. Natural Selection is another game where one player is the RTS master, right? Like they play in RTS mode, right? Like top down, they spawn objects, and then everybody else is like the monsters, the humans, right? That's Natural Selection, like 2, right? I forget. That was a long time ago, but that's how Zombie Master was. One person, like you play in top down mode, and then you spawn zombies and traps, and then all the other players are in first person mode, and they have to like avoid the traps and zombies and stuff, and do like puzzles. I don't know. I still consider myself as an amateur in map stuff. Commander type. Yeah, it's like Commander. Just think of like you're playing StarCraft and everybody else is playing Call of Duty. Like, you know? How'd you get 400 hours in Dota? Ooh, exposed. Thanks for the follows, guys. I appreciate it. He directs his units, and people have to actually play the units and follow your orders. Yeah, exactly. My friends used to carry me. Oh. Yeah, but the difference in Zombie Master is nobody played as the zombies. There's just AI. The AI was kind of dumb sometimes, but you had to like control them. But it's fun when you set up like trap or ambushes on people. You know, that was fun. Smile. Any other questions for Sn0wBreeze or I? We'll be wrapping up this interview in like 5-10 minutes. Oh, 1 second. There was a ZM map based on Resident Evil that was my favorite one. Let me try and think. Was it based on the police station? No? Oh shit. Was it based on the mansion, the Spencer estate? I'm trying to remember, because I don't know if I've played that map or not. There's a Resident Evil map on the police station one from Resident Evil 2 in literally VR chat. Umbrella Corp from the movie. Oh, you mean the Red Queen map? Yeah, I played that map like a million times. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That there's like a million versions of the map, but yeah, that one's fun. I think that's the classic Zombie Master map. It's the one that has the right amount of like simple puzzles and like events and spawns and stuff. And near the end, you have to sacrifice one player. So one player, even if you like did really good, one player has to sacrifice themselves, or you can't advance. Like the door won't open unless one of you sacrifices one of your teammates, unless the ZM picks the option where everyone like it doesn't sacrifice the player, but it spawns 4 like immortals or whatever, or more whatever the hell they were called, and they're like zombies that were on fire. Yeah, I remember that. I'm not a furry. When's your first? Yeah, Umbrella Corp, yeah. It's way harder to start talking than to stay mute. Man, I should enable that option where you pay bits to like time out people. Seems like a lot of people in chat got fucking owned. Does this not have a mic plugged in? Well, everybody who has a VR headset has literally a fucking mic. Jesus Christ. Actually, when you played Neos VR, the mic is on by default, so if you didn't mute yourself, rip. I'm just messing with Snow. I am her mod. Yeah, I know that, Def Blade. You also gave me 10,000 bits. I would know. How could I forget? You're like the 5th most gifted bidder in my chat. I disabled the mic in the window setting. Holy shit, that's how hardcore you are. You can disable that shit. You never want to like, wait, you never wanted to like do this? That's how you do the voice reveal, you know? Snow plays music, but that's using virtual cable. That's not actually the mic. Can we see Snow's capel? What are some new maps they have coming up? Some new blue. I'm really curious about the whole like fireworks things. Did something appear on the screen, like on the stream? Was there like stuff like shooting off? That's what it said. It said like, I can read the email. It's from Twitch. It says like there's a new thing called Twitch celebrations or something, and when like somebody gifts a sub or something, like emotes will, or like fireworks will shoot off. I was like, what? Or no, it said next to the sub icon, it says there's like a celebration button or something. What is that? What does it do? I don't even know. I usually don't do maps anymore since 2018. Can you end the interview with Brazil song from Snow? I mean, I would consider it, but the problem is that I'll get DMCA'd and then I'll get in trouble and then I'll get banned and then I'm gonna cry myself to sleep, and I'd be sad. So I'd rather not. You pay to shoot fireworks from $9 to $30. Okay. But why? That guy is about to launch a small celebration? Wait, what happens? Let me see what happens on the stream. Wait, is it an OBS? Or is it on Twitch? Like, how does this work? The fuck? The fuck? Did that happen? I didn't see anything. What the fuck? Oh wait, I can click it. What happens if I click it? You are not eligible to purchase celebrations on this channel? Yeah, it feels bad, man. It's part of the Twitch website? Oh, okay. What the fuck? Wait, do it again. I want to see what it does. What does it do? Does it shoot emotes? Does it shoot like little like pew pew? On Twitch? I didn't see anything. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't even know. Did it work? Just confetti? Oh, just confetti. Okay. How big is the confetti? Maybe just someone clip it, honestly. I don't want to, like, you know, scam anyone. Or, like, cause people to... Okay, I'm watching right now. Let's see what happens. Oh, shit. Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa! It shoots emotes? What the hell? And, like, little bit icons. Whoa. That was kind of cool, I guess. Alright, yo, anyone want to do some celebrations? Sure, I guess. I mean... Whatever. I see it. I'm blind. I don't know. I saw it. It was like little like pew pew shot like little emotes. That's cool, I guess. It's not showing for me. I don't know. Maybe you have like the extension blocked or something. I don't know. Worked for me. I just didn't know what it was because like it said in my email like you gotta have celebration. I was like, what? Yo, thanks for the follow. Anything you want to say, Snow, or type to me, should I say, and then I'll speak for you. We'll be wrapping this up in a couple minutes. Will Snow come to our date yet? You got a date? You just call it a stream date, you know, where you go on a date with your chat, you know? Yo, oh god, you hear that? That was the sub. Thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate that. It's Neko Cat Girl voice, like, yeah, yeah, meow, you know? When's SnowCon? The chance for the sound go up? It's 25% chance on a new sub or a resub. So, no, it didn't go up. It's just it's 25%. Hold on, I'm reading. Thanks for inviting me. I love the interview and thanks everyone watching. That was Sn0wBreeze. I read that as is written. Hey, I appreciate you too, Snowbreeze. You and I talk here and there about world creation and stuff. You know, you helped me out this world, so to speak, with the voice prioritization, whatever thing, and then they broke it, and then I was mad. I think everyone's mad about that. Apparently, in Udon now, with Worlds 3.0, you can actually do the voice thing now. That's what it said in one of the change logs. I don't know if that's true or not. Can I buy all the tickets to SnowCon? How about Death Spade? You buy all the tickets in my audience, man, to watch this show live. How about that? We don't have snow in Brazil? Yeah, I figured that. Like, it's hot there all the time. Wait, if you live in Brazil, how far away are you from the, what's it called, the favela or whatever? Isn't it like the ghetto? That's where you get shot. You should recreate that. Sn0wBreeze has never experienced a real Sn0wBreeze. Just ripped the MO2 map forehead? I actually just ripped the Rainbow Six Siege map. What do you mean? It's actually not very far from where I live. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's scary. I'm telling, that's scary. Hear all those stories from there? Why'd you call yourself Sn0wBreeze? I should have asked that the first question, honestly. That's why Snow is so good at Aim Factory? Yeah, are you so good at Aim Factory because you fucking blatten everyone? It's the Sn0wBreeze. After VR chat, after going outside, boom, boom, everyone's just like, holy shit, you gotta watch out. Sn0wBreeze is on the prowl. She's gonna fucking at you, you know? What's that character from Rainbow Six Siege, the one that literally interrogates people? What's her name again? That's Sn0wBreeze. I forget what her name is. It's been such a long time. Calavera or something like that? Yeah. That's Sn0wBreeze. That's scary. You're all amazing. I took the name because I'm very bad of names, and I took the name of the iPod jailbreak as a nickname. Oh my god. You gave me some nostalgic. Yeah, back in the day, the people used to jailbreak iPods and stuff. Holy shit. That's like not even a thing anymore. Oh my god, that's so old school. Jailbreak. So, wait. You telling me you probably went to the felva or whatever, the ghetto. You fucking paid some guy, hey, I need an iPod, and then you fucking got it jailbreaked and fucking yoinked that shit, and the name on it was Sn0wBreeze. Damn, Sn0wBreeze is gangster as fuck. She didn't pay. That's right. Actually, didn't pay. Yeah, you just yoinked that shit. Paid in bullets. Yeah, mute interrogation, that's right. That was pretty badass, to be honest. There's only one other thing. Oh, wait. My aunt gave me an iPod when she traveled to New York. Okay. True. I'll believe it. Snow used to be paid to jailbreak them. Probably true, honestly. The only other thing I know about Brazil is that the women are very hot. Isn't it famous that all the Brazilian women are famous for their booties? Is that true, Snow? Tell us the truth. This is an interview. You have to tell me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It's true? Alright, Sn0wBreeze. It's very hot. Brazilian women are hot. Sn0wBreeze is very hot. Yeah, they get the, what's it called, the Brazilian butt lift or whatever. They get all the nice booties that look like Kim Kardashian. They get that booty, you know? Just saying. Oh my god. You have a buddy emote. That's right, I do have a buddy emote. And I also have a thigh emote. It's true. Thigh emotes are in, just so you know. Listen, Sn0wBreeze, you may be pure, but thighs are pure, just so you know. They're very wholesome. You put your head on them and you go to sleep. They're like a pillow, you know? There's nothing lewd about that. It's very wholesome. No, they ain't. Yeah, they are. What do you mean, man? Thighs are not pure? Listen, that's just an opinion, okay? My opinion is the only one that matters, and it's clearly innocent. Holy thighable? Yeah. You know, maybe we'll see Sn0wBreeze do some squats. You know, I did 3,000 squats. Maybe do 3,000 squats, and maybe your thighs would be so strong you'd destroy anyone that's not pure. What do you guys think about that, huh? If you ever if you ever go to the carnival, do Brazil, man. That's the closest thing we have to a butt heaven. Really? Snow, you know what that is? I don't know what that is. I'll let Snow destroy me of her thighs. Alright, dude. I live next where those events are hosted. Oh yeah, what happens in those events, huh? You see a lot of booties, huh? You're like, oh my. That's a fun time. I literally just go outside of my house. There's the favela over there. There's some booties over there. Hey, what else do you want? Jailbreak iPods? Hell yeah, bro. Go jail hornies. Snow is secretly the ringing champion of the events. Oh yeah, you won those events, huh? I believe it. You're strongest of them all. That's why you have to be a mute. I get it now. Because if you were to talk, chat would lose, honestly, constantly. Say I lost every second of the day. It's true. I believe it. But anyway, I think it's time we wrap this interview up. But it's been a pleasure, Sn0wBreeze. I thank you again. Again, Sn0wBreeze said, thanks for inviting me. I love the interview, and thanks everyone watching. You're all amazing. I do appreciate that. Before you go, we'll take a photo. Before we do that, I'll close this out, and then we're gonna go raid somebody. I know short ass stream, but when I interview people, I usually just end my stream and then raid somebody and then hang out in VR chat. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream / interview. Next interview should be this Saturday with Happy Thoughts. Same time, same channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be Soda Poppins mute. We'll be asking some more hard-hitting questions. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And then sometime probably next week will be the 200th special podcast thing. And then also October 31st, Halloween, I'm doing an Avatar showcase. I already did 2 on my